So if I had insulin resistance, here are 3 things that I would do that have nothing to do with food. So the first thing that I would get into is making sure my circadian rhythm is on point and I'm getting the sleep that I need. Now, why is that important? Circadian rhythm, melatonin, cortisol, they're all related to how you sleep and your light environment. And the reason why that's important is because we now have information that blue light exposure in and of itself actually raises cortisol levels. When cortisol levels are high, that's going to raise your blood sugar, again, independent of food. When you're stressed out, your blood sugar is going to rise independent of your food intake. So making sure that we're dimming the lights or having minimal artificial light exposure at night is going to be step 1. Step 2 is going to be some form of resistance exercise. Now, what's nice about that is because glucose is largely stored. Yes, we store some in the liver, but most of it is actually in lean muscle tissue. And you get more lean muscle tissue by using it. And it doesn't need to be complicated. You don't need to become some sort of bodybuilder of any kind, but you do need to put stresses on your body that are going to allow things to grow it and use them. It is quite literally a use it or lose it type of situation. Number 3 would be addressing any sort of like pancreatic weaknesses there might be. Now, if say cortisol is high and you're constantly raising blood glucose levels, the pancreas is always going to have to churn out more insulin to kind of help get that glucose out of the bloodstream and into cells where it should be to lower blood glucose levels. And over time, it can just get worn out. So using some herbs that support the pancreas can be really helpful. These are going to be bitter things like burdock or dandelion. Other herbs that are really good are cinnamon, golden seal, gentian. There's a few others that can work too, but any of those can be helpful. And again, all of these things are independent of your food intake. So if I was struggling with insulin resistance, even before getting to the food, I'd make sure that I'm getting some of these daily routine habits set up to create an environment for success. See you later.